So I injured my bicep at a fitness competition at the IDEA conference in LA. And we were doing overhead monkey bar race. And as I was swinging out, holding onto the bar, I felt the biceps separate from the elbow. And it felt like, it wasn't a snap, it felt like if you're holding dry twigs and you squeeze them in your hand, it was much more of that fibrous tissue releasing. Interestingly, I came off the bar expecting to feel real pain. And there were 2 cameras on me. And the grimace that came wasn't because I was feeling pain, it was in anticipation of feeling pain. I actually never felt any pain because, as my surgeon told me afterwards, there are no nerves at the tip of your bicep tendon and there are no nerves in your elbow bone. So nerves weren't affected at the time, but I knew mechanically something was wrong.
My name is Chris Nantaras. I'm a physical therapist. I've been practicing for 25 years, and I'm also a senior master instructor. I've been lucky enough to work with some of the world's best professionals in some of the world's highest performance industries, and I've been able to bring some of that experience to Jack's rehab program. The suspension trainer really helped with Jack's recovery because it allowed us early access to mobility and strengthening. So for example, we were able to open up the chest and work on upper body strengthening without threatening that injured tissue.
Because I don't have to use 2 arms, I can use 1 arm. I can do all kinds of exercises, lower body, upper body, and protect that left bicep and put myself into a wide variety of positions to get full workouts in without having my left arm involved.
Not only did it offer us a variety of exercises to use in his protocols, but allowed him to be consistent in his programming. He was all over the world. So it was very easy for him to bring his suspension trainer with him, put it up in the hotel room, and complete his exercises.
The nice thing about a suspension trainer or a bandit or wide bells, it gives me lots of flexibility that I can load up 1 arm 100% and then keep the left arm very lightweight or no weight while I go through a similar routine. Working with Chris Nantaras and Dr. Snibby on that rehab program, they had a pretty rigorous program of adding weights over time, which I then started building up my strength over time while we let that bicep heal. Normally, I walk into the gym and I feel great about doing all kinds of things that I can do. In this case, I'd walk into a gym and I can't do anything cool. I have to do everything modified. So it really requires much more focus and discipline to get through those 3 months so that I can get back to doing the things I really like to do.
People need to put in the work. They need to be diligent and consistent in order to reach the outcomes they want to. And in this instance, we know the biggest predictor of future injury is past injury. So for us to get Jack to be 100% wasn't good enough. We had to get him to be 110%. That 10% extra meant teaching him how sleep was important, teaching him a pre-workout and post-workout routine, getting that tissue stronger before, enhancing the biomechanics of the joints around his body. So through the rehab process, not only do we think about what was happening locally at the bicep, we thought about how we can enhance Jack's arm, his body, his mindset, so he could be successful moving forward.
And so that's what I've done. But I do that because now I'm smarter about it. I've learned more tools. Without that catalyst, I wouldn't have learned how to do a couple of other things. And now that I do, I never will go back to my old routine because I'm smarter now. I've incorporated new things. So I have a new and improved routine going forward. And that actually puts you in a better position post-injury than you were pre-injury because you learn more.
I think the big takeaway, all in all, when we look at start to finish of what we did with Jack is that, we focused on him as an individual, we supported him along the way, and that's, at the end of the day, what our patients and our clients need.
I recognize how lucky I am, and also to be in a part of the TRX ecosystem. We at TRX, look, we're a company built on sharing information to people about how to lead a healthy lifestyle. And so for us to be in a position to be able to focus on physical therapy and be able to provide tools and education and programming to them and their patients is really important to us. It's part of who we are and what we do. It's part of this sharing the goodness around the world of why this business was started in the first place.
I hope people watching this series really understand that rehab is not always sexy. It's not always the easiest thing to do, but it's valuable. It's a long-term play and you have to be consistent. Lean into the professionals, do the work, and you will end up on top.